You are getting 100% Jodi on Women Taking the Lead. And this is the thing. If you have big goals, and I know I do, there are going to be days that you have tasks that are on the calendar, but you're just not into it. Hello, my name is Jodi Flynn and welcome to Women Taking the Lead, where we are all about creating blasts of inspiration to help you overcome self-doubt so you can lead with confidence, integrity, and a sense of humor. Have you grabbed your copy of my best-selling book, Accomplished? How to Go from Dreaming to Doing? Head over to womentakingthelead.com/accomplished to access the secrets to achievement and success. Now, your future awaits, so let's get started. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. I'm sitting here on the Sunday before this episode is being released and not quite sure which topic I want to touch upon. I'm in a headspace today where instead of wanting to crank out a lot of work, which is my normal routine on a Sunday morning, I wanted to sit and reflect and do a little bit of puttering, as I've talked about in previous episodes. I'm feeling resistance to being very active today. I tried pushing for a bit and distracting myself with other tasks, but I keep coming back to wanting to be in the space of ease and reflection. And this is the thing. If you have big goals, and I know I do, there are going to be days that you have tasks that are on the calendar, but you're just not into it. And this leaves you with a few choices. 1, you can delete the task altogether. 2, you can reschedule the task for another time. 3, you can force yourself to do the task anyway, and there are very few situations in which I would recommend this. And lastly, and what I did, is you can be creative about the task. A few episodes ago, I talked about getting started, how the first couple of baby steps to initiate the goal is actually the goal you want to focus on. In my experience of writing that episode, what worked for me was to open a blank page and just start writing. However, I had a different energy level that day. Today, that strategy wasn't working for me, so I tried something different. First, I meditated. Since that's an activity I am in the mood for today, I went with it. While I was meditating, what popped into my mind was the Dragon software. And this is something I heard of years ago, but never really looked into or used it. And Dragon software, if you haven't heard of it before, allows you to dictate your thoughts via microphone into a document. So it's a dictation device. I should say it's a dictation software, not a device. I went back to my computer to research the software and discovered it costs $300. While I did not want to spontaneously drop $300 on new software that I have no idea how often I would actually use, I still like the idea of voice dictation. Then I remembered I almost deleted the Evernote app off my phone this morning, but decided not to because I knew I would use it at some point in the next few months, and I didn't want to go through the whole process of downloading it onto my phone again and signing in. I know it's such a small thing, but the idea of doing it didn't appeal to me, so I left the app on my phone. Well, that decision was fortunate because the next thought I had was to go into Evernote to see if I could do voice dictation there. And I could. Voila. Here I am doing the next 100% Jodi episode via voice rather than typing on my keyboard. Yay! The lesson for me and what I want to offer you here is the next time you're not in the mood or don't have the energy for a particular task, take a step back, do something you would rather do, and when you come back, give yourself the space to approach the task in a different way. Relaxation, play, and an attitude of lightness around a task will oftentimes trigger the perfect solution. Do you have a strategy for approaching a task you don't want to do? If so, let us know. Leave a comment in the post that accompanies this episode at womentakingthelead.com/resistance. I also wanted to let you know that I'm doing a free webinar on the secrets to being calm and powerful as a type A woman. We are often perceived as being powerful, but we are not often perceived as both calm and powerful, as I really like to call it, calm and influential. In this webinar, I'm going to give you some insights into how you are wired as a type A woman and the subtle but effective things you can do to start feeling calmer so you can do what you do best without the stress or upset that can be a part of our everyday existence. If you want to start waking up feeling lighter, more free, and eager for the day ahead, go ahead and grab your seat at womentakingthelead.com/calm. CALM. Lastly, I want to talk about the awesomeness that is Millie Welsh, the owner of ZebraLab Web Solutions. Here's an email I got last week from Millie. There is a brute force attack on your website in progress. I'll remove it shortly. Sorry about the inconvenience. I hate hackers. Yeah, I hate hackers too. Her email made me laugh because first, I went to see that the front end of my website was still up and functioning, and it was. So it was just something going on the back end. They were trying to get in, but they didn't because of everything Millie had set up in advance. But what was worse than this minor inconvenience is when years ago, I didn't have Millie hosting my website and looking out for my security. I was having my website hosted by one of the big name hosting websites. I won't say the name, but the hackers got in and made some nasty changes. Then, before I even knew that had happened, I started receiving emails from people saying they'd been to my site and saw what was there. It was so embarrassing. As much as we can sympathize with business websites getting hacked, it looks unprofessional, and people won't feel safe doing business with a company whose website gets hacked. Do yourself a favor and reach out to Millie to see if your website is safe. You can reach her at millie@zebralabwebsolutions.com, and you can find all of her contact information on womentakingthelead.com. Thank you all so much for joining me, and here's to your success. Thank you all for joining me on Women Taking the Lead. And to strengthen you on your own leadership journey, I'd like to send you off with a quote from Marianne Williamson, so here goes. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Again, thank you for joining me, and here's to your success.